Hi you guys, it's been a while since I came on here and did a YouTube video. Oh my gosh. So today we're gonna do Baddies USA episode 10, my thoughts. I have my hand in a tablet, I took some notes, and I'm just gonna start off with saying Gretchen is a white American woman from the United States. Puerto Rico is a US territory and she should not be saying the N-word. With that, I stand with Suki and Sapphire and Gretch being at the hospital, her getting jumped. I don't care. Um, so I think for this, I'm going to do like my discussion, like my thoughts on the episode versus like a recap review where you go like in order of things. I'm doing like talk about like my thoughts on certain situations because there was a lot of recaps here and a lot of BS that didn't need to be in, if that makes sense. It's been a minute, so work with me, you guys. And I know we're episode 10. I may do like a breakdown of like the cast, what I think, etc. Just so y'all know like where I stand on previous thoughts that happened in the season, like the whole Tessiki summer thing. But I'm just gonna get right into it. Like I said, Gretchen, Suki, Sapphire. I'm team Suki. I'm team Sapphire. The fight, no one won. No one did anything. It was a waste of edit. We didn't need that. They didn't need to be on there. Security's breaking up way too quick. They break up all these fights too fast. This fights this season has been whack. They have been corny. They have been terrible. We haven't gotten anything, to be honest. So I was disappointed. Rolly and Tinker coons. They're coons. And the edit they gave Tinkerbella, what the makeup and all the stuff on her face is well deserved at this point. They're all coons. Rolling her confession, talking about Gretchen did nothing wrong. Gretchen did everything wrong. She should not be saying the N-word. She's a white American citizen. She's a white American citizen. She should not be saying that. We're starting to see the big three fall out. It's interesting seeing like this whole dynamic starting to unfold and just how quickly it's starting to become from we were just in Africa. I feel maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago, we were just in Africa. And they were just at the reunion. Now they're falling out. This happened really quick. Summer, she keeps provoking the girlies. And then she gets in the truck with Rolly and that like scene at the very end. She's like, she's confused on what she's doing. You're provoking your friends. Her old friends. She's provoking them. She's picking at them. She's antagonizing them. She's throwing shade. She's throwing shots. And then she gets in the scene with Rolly and all of them. And it's like, oh, I didn't do anything. I'm just sharing my thoughts. You're throwing shade. You're being slick. And Dolly was checking her in that last scene. I'm gonna come back to that. Actually, I'm gonna circle right back to that. Biggie and Tommy, their whole situation that they got going on, I understand both sides. I think both sides are valid. I think Tommy is right in terms of she don't like that Biggie called her out within like on the camera scene and it made her look back for her business. Biggie, I feel, is right in the terms of she's like wanting to check on her friend. She want to make sure she's okay and that she should be here for things. But Tommy doesn't look at Biggie as a friend. That's the problem here. And Biggie, she's very emotional and she seems right for Tommy the most. I didn't even know on this cast. And Tommy don't feel the same way about her. And Tommy, she thinks she's above like the rest of the cast and she puts Biggie like probably down here and like the rest of the cast down here, if that makes sense. So I understand both sides. Biggie, what's the word? I'm not gonna say bum rush. She smacked her. She mushed her. That's the word. She mushed her head in, and they had a little squabble. It was a weak little fight. Biggie, she was like, she's not gonna hit her. She ended up mushing her. Biggie, you're slick. You're slick. You're slick. That's some slick stuff to say. I'm not gonna hit her. Mush. You're slick. Should have hit her though. If you want to do all that, but I personally don't have a side in this battle. I understand both points, and that's just kind of how I feel about both of it. I'm interested to see how this storyline goes on. Within the scene earlier, I seen that Biggie was riding for Big Lex when Dolly was having a little conversation with Summer, like in the first scene, and Biggie, she was like kind of co-signing Lex. So I'm like, okay, we're starting to see where Lex is starting to come into this little dynamic because Lex, I think, stood up for Biggie, or when Biggie was getting jumped by Tommy's people, Lex was somewhere in there because she fought. I don't know that girl's name. It was one of Tommy's friends' names. That she was online with the braids and stuff like that, and Lex was taking her through there. So I'm starting to see how Biggie and Lex are starting to get involved. Anna, Mariah and Summer, we don't care. I don't need that. I'm tired of seeing her little fights. She's ducking wreck per usual. Yeah, I'm just not ducking wreck, but I'm just tired of seeing her fights. I'm just tired of seeing Mariah and Summer. But Anna, she's ducking wreck. She's ducking wreck. Summer called her face. I was like, I'm not fighting right now. I got some new shoes on. No one cares. Get in the field. Like, she jumps in. She does a lot of sneaking, jumping. She says it anywhere. She does a lot of negative things. But the fade was called. And the fade was not had. It was not taken at all. So I'm like, okay, Anna, you're ducking wreck here. Tommy confessional, I did not like it. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, Tommy confessional look. Tommy usually has looks, and then like she did like the little look like this, and half of her like dreads, like the wig that she had, like it was like two wigs. It was like half that, and then like there was a half ponytail on the back. I was like, Tommy, what is this look? What is the eyebrows? I didn't like it. Dolly's makeup look. I usually like Dolly confessional. I think Dolly is very pretty on the cast, but that makeup look, I was like, what did we do here? I don't know who did that, but that looked a mess. The Scotty and Jayla scene, wrap it up. We don't need it. We don't care. I skipped it. I literally skipped it. It was because they put it in the middle of an episode that was so compacted with so much, and I just skipped the scene. I was like, I don't care to see it. I'm just gonna keep on moving. I think that's all I wrote. Oh, Summer. She was in that bus scene because Rolly was in the first scene talking about like how the girls who got booed is not really performing. So they have like the little spinner scene, and Summer calls Natalie to complain that she's not performing. Summer, we don't know your song anyway. We don't know your music. Like, what do Summer sing? Can y'all name me a Summer song? Name me like 3 Summer songs. Can you name me one actually? I don't hear anything. Y'all hear anything? It's quiet. We don't know. So she's up here in the scene. Natalie, I guess Natalie apparently had a funeral. Was that? Do y'all think Natalie really had a funeral? Like, do y'all? I don't know. Natalie is smart because the fans online was talking about how last season they was talking about how they wanted Rolly or like someone else to be a new EP, Diamond, etc. And Natalie, she's not in these scenes anymore. She's going in the background on purpose. And she's having Rolly lead these house meetings, and Rolly is not doing a good job leading these house meetings, and Natalie is having that being a showcase on the show, and so she's taking the back seat, and so she's smart. She's smart. I'm gonna give her credit. I'm gonna give her 10s. Natalie is smart. She knows she's saying it without saying it. Natalie's not going nowhere next season. She's not going nowhere. She's gonna be right back on the screen because Rolly's not doing a good job at these house meetings. She's not saying anything. She's just sitting in the background. They're arguing back and forth. The scenes is dragging. Like, that whole thing with Dolly crashing out at the end was a drag. Rolly just sat there. Natalie would never. She would move on to the point. She would get the point moving. Like, Rolly can't do that. She can't do that. So I'm like, Natalie's smart. Anyway, Summer, she calls Natalie. And she's up here upset or whatever. And she's throwing her friends under the bus at the time. It was just nasty. She called Rolly a B. Rolly, she gets up and she basically Summer. I don't know why she acts scared of Rolly. I don't know why all the girls act scared of Rolly. Rolly gets up and she's like, "Who you da?" And everyone backs on Rolly. I'm like, child, this is why I like ET. ET was not for that. She was not for that. But anyway, I just personally think that Summer, that was some hater type of stuff. I get what you're saying, that the rules apply to everyone, but if Lex, my thing is like, you can't be on the sprinter saying that you're not throwing shade when you're throwing your friend under the bus. It don't make sense. So, yeah, I think that's all I have to say on this. Mariah's confessional. Please wrap it up. Please wrap it up. It's corny. It's corny. Like, I thought East was bad. This is corny. Please wrap it up. I can't take it no more. Cold Killer and Dolly's argument. I don't care. Wrap it up. Nunu and Tavy. Wrap it up. Next week. I don't care. Wrap it up. That's a story I don't care to see. I'm happy. Welcome back, Nelly. I'm happy Nelly is back. I'm so happy she's back. And I meant to circle back to the whole Dolly and Summer thingy. I'm not happy to see this, but I'm happy to see like the starts of like the reasoning as to like why, because we're getting a slow build. I do like that we're getting a slow build. We're getting like a slow build basically. Like, we haven't had this on Baddies in so long where we have like this big scene at the end, like the whole big three fallout, and we're getting like this slow build from the whole Testiki Summer storyline to like we're at the Dolly and Summer's like how their fallout starting to begin. It's like it's slowly building to the big fight and the opening fight we had with Lex and Summer. I do like that. I like that. Like, it's giving BGC Bad Girls Club nostalgia, where we used to have like build up to the opening fight. It's really good. I know a lot of people like the season's boring. I'm enjoying the season. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's boring. I just think Baddies is very repetitive at this point, and we just need a break. But yeah, Dolly, she was just crashing out. I don't know what made her get up and do that. Like, I don't know, production was like, you have to get up and talk. It was very random, but I agree with all the points Dolly said. She didn't say anything wrong, but it was very repetitive. She kept saying, do it. Do it. And Summer, why you let her little girl like that? Summer tells I'm not gonna hit my friends. Summer, you're weird. Like, anybody else, you'd have been popping them, and you're like, you're not gonna hit your friends. You're a lie. You're a lie. You fought half this cat. You fought just about everybody in this cast, and you're cool with damn near all of them now. It's like Summer, she's just duck and wreck, and she's picky choosy. She does the same thing everyone else does, but y'all was like, Summer, she's so tough, she's brave, she's this shit. No, she's not. She's scary. Tsuki pulled that card, Dolly's pulling that card, and Lex is gonna pull that card. Summer is scary. She duck directs, and she's not all that. I'm sorry. I think that's it. If you made it to the end, mind you, my personal thoughts is just my personal thoughts. We don't need to bash these girls in their comment sections. This is a reality TV show, and this is not to be taken seriously. This is just for our brain rot. This is for our brain rot and entertainment. All right? So don't take this seriously. Go read a book. Go touch some grass. If you guys are in the comment sections being crazy. But for my video, please like, please comment, please subscribe. We're back. Hope you guys did like it. I'm trying to have like a little more laid back, casual discussion vibe. I have a candle, like my phone is on right now, so yeah. And I'm out.